What's your response to it? You see, for Hannah, her response was crying, weeping, fasting. I would say fasting because it was recorded that she would not eat. She would rather not eat, leave her food. I would call that fasting. What could be your own response? Could it also be secret tears? Could it also have resulted to low self-esteem? Could it have resulted to inconfidence? Could it have resulted to lack of faith? Could it have resulted to complaints? What is your response to it? What is your response to provocation? What is your response to mockery? You see, if you don't have the right response to those aids, those provocations, those mockery, you would keep enduring it until you have a right response to it. Like Anna, she kept enduring it year after year. She even fasted, but it was still not yet the perfect response to her situation. It was still not the perfect response to the provocation, the hatred she was getting from Penina, the mockery she was getting for Penina, until she had the perfect response. The perfect response to it, the perfect response to mockery, the perfect response to provocation is not just weeping, it is not just crying, it is not just fasting, it is not just isolating yourself from people and not wanting to talk to people. The perfect response, those things, is that you go to God and speak to Him about those things. Is that you pour your heart to Him. I believe that it's okay to cry, but as you cry, communicate your heart pain to God. As you cry, communicate your heart cry to God. Don't just cry and complain and murmur, but as you cry, speak to God. Let Him hear your heart. For Anna, until she got to that point, verse 9 of 1 Samuel said, once she left the food as usual, fasted, I would say as usual, she was pissed off as usual, she was mocked as usual, she was hated upon as usual, she was frustrated as usual. But this time around, she backed it up with prayers. And not just prayers, but such a prayer that communicates her heart, such a prayer that is from her heart. The scripture says, a broken and a contrite heart thou, O Lord, will not despise. She communicates her heart pain. She communicates her brokenness to God. That one time. And that was a breakthrough for her. Change the formula. Change the format you've been using if it has not been working. And sincerely communicate your heart cry to God. And sincerely communicate your pains to God. Don't just cry in as much as it's okay to cry. But also, while you cry, communicate your heart pain. Communicate it to God in the place of prayer. Thank you very much. God bless you.